and welcome to Trending Today, where we share inspiring stories of innovators and entrepreneurs who are setting the trends and changing the game in every industry imaginable. SeaSucker's innovative vacuum mount technology seamlessly attaches racks to various vehicles without damage. Let's find out more as we visit Bradenton, Florida to meet with the team at SeaSucker.
SeaSucker is absolutely revolutionizing the market. We are the first and only patented vacuum-mounted roof rack and bike rack system for vehicles. We are the only bike rack out there for cars that do not require you to own a car to use our product. Call an Uber, have it arrive, and install your rack to that Uber in seconds and be on your way.
So we have gotten into the marine market. That was the first market that we entered. Obviously putting on rod holders, cup holders, utility boxes, all kinds of things around boats. And then 3 or 4 years into it, and I started entering races and do it. And I thought, I need to build a bike rack. I want to do a bike rack with the vacuum mounts. And I did that. And I built the first one to go on the back of a pickup truck. And a year and a half later, that became our biggest seller. And that turned into our automotive line. And we continue to go down that path today in automotive.
From a transportation standpoint, on and off the car so quickly, traveling in and out of your bike bag, it just made it so much easier to get around. The vehicles that SeaSucker products work on seems kind of endless. It was peace of mind because it didn't matter what you were driving when you got to the rental place. In whichever country you were racing in, you knew the product would work, and that was super important.
So at SeaSucker, what we're really looking to do is service those people who don't want to have to permanently damage the things they love doing. So if you're someone who has a boat and you don't want to have to drill holes and permanently mar your boat, we're gonna come in and provide you a solution where you don't have to spend a bunch of money and permanently install cup holders, rod holders. And it's the same on the bike side. So really where we come in, people have these beautiful vehicles and they're not looking to put these large, cumbersome roof rails that could potentially damage your vehicle. I'll also say where we really come into the marketplace is panoramic roofs are becoming sort of the next big thing for a lot of the sedans you see on the market, particularly electric vehicles. And so we come in and provide a solution that can fit right on that glass. So we're incredibly competitive in that sense. And so I think that's really where we're bringing something distinctive to the industry, something that really hasn't been there before. A big thing that SeaSucker can provide our customers is versatility. You can have one rack that you can take from vehicle to vehicle without having to always purchase a new one. Even when you buy a new car, it's gonna go with you.
7 years ago, I think on Instagram, I saw a crazy photo about a sports car, and then I didn't know that was SeaSucker. I was just like, oh my God, how they mount that bike on the sports car, or Ferrari or Lamborghini. And then I researched a little bit, I found SeaSucker, and guess what? 2 years later, I ended up at the company. So I'm here, crazy. Anyone who starts work for SeaSucker, doesn't matter customer service or sales or marketing, whatever, they had to spend 2 weeks at the assembly room, the tunnel room, and then basically to get familiar with the product, how you have to build, and then what is what, because we have a bunch of products. So when you're not really familiar with fishing or boating, you need to know, you need to learn, what is what for. So that's a really good training for.
We're incredibly proud of the fact that we make everything here in the US. It makes us incredibly competitive because we really do control the entirety of our supply chain.
We are located in Bradenton, Florida. We do all manufacturing in-house. We have 3 departments in manufacturing. We have a CNC router, injection molding, and CNC machining department. Capabilities we have in-house here is our CNC router. Most of our racks do start with those, cutting HDPE plastic for all decks for bike racks and marine accessories. Our injection molding department, we make all of our cups used in-house, as well as the housings, the components involved in that, the pumps. And then our CNC department, anything related to metal, some plastics, are all made by us in-house here.
I mean, if you could think of a product for a boat that you would need a SeaSucker mount for, I encourage you to go on their website and do a little bit more scrolling around. I mean, there's something for everyone, for every application. It's a local product. I believe in supporting local businesses and the fact that it's also an American-made product. So to speak of the longevity of the SeaSucker product, which honestly is a smaller version of this right here, back in '04, which I still use today on my boat as a grab handle. So I think that kind of speaks to how well the product is made, how versatile the use is, and the fact that it's still being used today. I think that's a testament to the product.
It's a family-owned business, and we love the people here. People love working here. I can't see doing anything else. And the only thing that really makes me tick, and it's not money and it's not things, it's like creating the next thing. That's really the only thing that really makes me super happy, is creating something. And that's what we're doing, and I'm in the best position to do that. It's fun until my brain goes and I can't be of any use. I'm gonna be here creating products. I'm Chuck Casagrande.
I'm Genevieve Casagrande, and I'm Trending Today.
Expedition Overland is a team of adventure travelers exploring some of the world's most remote places and inspiring others to go on their own adventures. Let's take a look at their latest adventure.
There are times when one needs to step away to a place that inspires him. And if the journey is big enough, then the adventure will meet him there. Alaska is a vast place, and it's the ideal place to find the better version of yourself. Adventure has its way of introducing one to himself.
You want to rip it up in there. It's not like.
And deep down, we all desire to have our skills challenged. To learn from others. To trust your brothers. And to be your own man. And perhaps work together to perfect your craft. Adventure introduces things that scare you. It teaches you to take initiative. It forges us into the better version of who we are and what we're meant to be. So you got fast-moving water in the center. To thrive in the adventure, we must work hard, stay humble, pursue quality, not quantity. We must allow ourselves the time to create. And to find out what truly matters to us. And in the end, the person you came in as will be left for the version that returns. Who that is up to us. To the Overland traveler, the destination is only the looking glass we choose to observe what is within. And hopefully, the process of adventure will lead us into ourselves. And that inner place is truly the last frontier. XOverland introduces a new 5-part miniseries of our adventure into Alaska and the last frontier. We guarantee that all of us, and you, won't come out the same.
For more than 100 years, Zacros has continued to create unique new value together with customers as a manufacturer of packaging and materials. Let's take a look at how Zacros is innovating in this space.
Zacros, as a liquid packaging manufacturer, is really focused on personal care and consumer goods. That includes cosmetics, shampoos, conditioners, lotions, sunscreens, as well as household items.
The main focus of Zacros looking forward is what can we do to help the earth. That's always been our focus. We will do everything we can to minimize carbon footprint and improve recyclability while not compromising the final product.
So a lot of consumers don't know that, they think plastic has a lot of bad media attention, particularly in the last couple years, because there's a lot of leakage in the environment. But actually plastic packaging in particular, is more sustainable from a life cycle. It's lighter weight, it uses less natural resources, less water to produce, it's more efficient. Think about all the trucks that you have to have if you have cans or glass. Zacros came to us and they had great solutions that were working in Japan. Maybe the United States wasn't quite ready for them, but we certainly are now.
As technology like this has already been embraced in Japan, we see this as an opportunity to bring pouches to the domestic market, specifically pouches for liquid filling.
Our focus is always around quality and innovation. And that's what leads us to the products that we are presenting today at this show. We're a 100-year-old company and we have been innovating over that entire period of time.
For example, in 2014, we gave them a Gold Achievement Award for innovation packaging. So they're ahead of the game. Everyone in Japan and Europe is used to it, but not necessarily the United States. So they came to us to help promote their solution in the United States, and it's growing.
So there's always been this holy grail for liquid pouches, 100% mono-material, fully recyclable liquid pouch.
So a lot of folks think that recycling is recycling, and it's not always quite the case. So if you have a bottle that has polyethylene bottle and a polypropylene cap, you throw that into a container, it's not just getting melted down and reused, it can't, the product's different. With our material, it's all one material, polyethylene, whether it's HD or LD. So our material is able to be recycled as a complete unit. Getting to a place where we're dealing with mono materials, and that's really where our focus is. That's something that allows our customers to have an easier end-use recycling where they don't have to do multiple steps.
We're based in Tokyo, Japan. We have a headquarters in Delaware for the Americas. Quality is always a focus like anywhere, but we have an industry-leading understanding of the products we do.
I am very fortunate to work with some of the most dedicated and hardworking quality engineers and quality technicians directly on my team, from engineering design through production operations down to the warehouse group, that everyone is working towards the same goal. Our goal is to provide high-quality product to our various customers and applications.
We have state-of-the-art labs in both locations. State-of-the-art materials, state-of-the-art engineering work.
State-of-the-art technology, robots, new grinders, brand new injection machines. This machine's set up that if it doesn't read the cap, kicks the box off, so that our customer only gets the best.
Hello, my name is Donald McMillan. I'm known as Mac. I am a packaging engineer for Zacros. I'm proud to be a part of this great team we have. We do our best to ensure that our clients get the best. We have a lot of technology here to make sure that things work correctly. And we can do a lot of R&D work here to make sure that what we're doing actually works and holds up in the marketplace. This is a lot of things that Zacros is doing to prepare for the future.
Again, we've done all the work that we can to get that lighter weight material, use less virgin plastic, get it into the recycling stream so that we can have post-consumer recycled plastic content. But you also want to just reduce, period. So if you have a refillable container, then you can have one container that you use over and over again, and you buy the smaller refillable to fill it back up, and it's much more sustainable because again, you're using less packaging altogether.
The cost and the energy required to store and to transport the pouches is the least amount of energy for any other type of packaging.
As the world moves towards more sustainable and green initiatives, we are challenged with finding solutions that both meet those initiatives while also ensuring high product quality and functionality in our customers' many different handling, storage, and transportation environments.
We are having so many customers stop by and ask us, how do we transition from bottles, which are rigid, to pouches, which are flexible? That is the trend that is occurring right now in North America, in Europe, really globally. That is our purpose, to drive innovation into that space.
Retail Space Solutions designs, develops, and produces a full line of retail merchandising solutions. Let's visit this remarkable team in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Retail Space Solutions has been around for 25 years, providing merchandising fixtures for the grocery industry. We've really earned our value there with our grocery customers, really driving our value proposition of reduction of out of stocks, labor savings, and sales lift. Our solutions are simple but innovative, and they provide value for our customers so they can focus their efforts on their customers.
What we try to do is really focus on not only the consumer, but the staff member as well. We have a team that just has this really deep industry expertise, and then they couple that with a kind of a consultative approach. So we try to partner with our customers so that we can tailor a solution specifically for the needs of the grocer, both their consumers as well as their staff.
That value is there for them so they can focus on the shopper experience, and the shopper gets the value of having products that are presented to them. And our products really bring to life the products for them. They front face them, they're always there available. They reduce the out of stock, so when a customer comes in, they know that the product's gonna be there when they want it. So when they go for a quick shop, they're coming in and out, and they're able to pull the product that they need and move on with their day.
So one of the benefits is the ability to pull the unit forward like this. So typically, an employee would have to take the product off the shelf, put the fresh product behind it, and rotate in front. This allows the stocker just to stock directly from the back, saves a lot of time, goes back in real easy, has a very clean front, so it's easy to display prices, and makes it really easy for the customer to shop.
I think what's interesting about our business is, we've been doing it for a long time, and we were one of the primary innovators of push merchandising in the United States. And through that, we've developed really great relationships with our customers. They see us as problem solvers. So when they have, either a new product or just a challenging merchandising solution that's needed, they know who to call. And we've been able to successfully help them develop a new product that works for them.
You drop it in, you walk away, and they don't have to worry about it. And we've had product in stores anywhere from 10, 15, even 20 years. So they love the durability. And when they do have issues, they're easy to swap in and out. When they have new categories that come in, we've got a really wide variety of products that can go in and replace what's there to be able to merchandise, the new category.
It's really about improving the shopper experience, organizing and providing what we call a billboard effect of products so that you can see them as a consumer, be able to interact with them. The sections look neat and organized, and they're friendly to a consumer to go and take something off the shelf, look at it potentially and put it back, but still have it be organized so that the employees of the store don't have to spend all of their time conditioning and straightening out shelves.
95% of the products that we provide are manufactured, assembled, and fulfilled within 90 miles of our headquarters here in Milwaukee. And that gives us a distinct advantage, both from an internal perspective. We can get our teams out to the manufacturing sites, we can review product designs, we can review any challenges we might have on a day-by-day basis, and we get those things resolved very quickly. On the customer side, we can react very quickly. So a lot of times they have challenges with getting labor available to do installations. They have certain requirements that need to be met, and we can adapt and adjust very quickly based on what their needs are from a shipment standpoint and an installation standpoint.
I recommend Retail Space Solutions for a number of reasons. Not just that it's a really reliable product, it can help a retailer like us or even larger retailers really improve their profitability, but the service is outstanding. One call and they're really there to make it work for us.
Retail Space Solutions isn't limited to the grocery store. We have designed products for convenience stores and discount and dollar segments as well. What we've seen is the product is different in terms of how it's constructed, but the value proposition is the same. We've seen convenience stores and dollar really focus more on the interior of their stores over the last couple years. They want to improve their shopper experience. They want it to feel more like a place that their customers want to go to versus just the place they need to stop to get something.
We call ourselves a premium pusher system, and the reason that we can say premium with confidence is, one, even with the rigors of retail, our trays still function for years and years, but also we're constantly monitoring retail trends. We do want to make certain that our products are always shopper and stocker centric, and this just provides a better shopper and staff experience.
It's always fun to be first. So you want to come up with the solution that your customers are excited about. So when we're working with them and we start saying, hey, we're thinking about this, we've seen that you have a challenge in this particular area, we believe we have a solution for you. And when they get excited and engaged in it and they want to be among the first of our customers to try it, we know we're on the right path, and that's always an exciting place to be.
As Ceuticals grows in the marketplace, we really consider Retail Space Solutions to be a partner. So we look to put the Space Grid product in any stores that we'd open up going forward.
My name is Scott Saru. I am the president of Retail Space Solutions, and I am trending today.
Do you find yourself struggling with stress, depression, or general wellness? Nativeceuticals has an answer. The Trending Today team visits Mooreville, North Carolina to find out how.
My name is Walter Tribolet. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Nativeceuticals. Nativeceuticals actually offers a wide variety of products. We are a health and wellness company that focuses on CBD and works with a lot of minor cannabinoids like CBN, CBG, CBZ. All of those cannabinoids can help with certain ailments, mainly focus, pain, anxiety.
The CBD stands for cannabidiol. It's basically one of about 85 different chemical compounds called cannabinoids that's located in the cannabis plant. By itself, CBD is a very powerful anti-inflammatory, but when it works in the body, it's working on a system in our body called the endocannabinoid system. So it's basically a communication network with receptor sites throughout your entire body. So when CBD interacts with these receptor sites, it's kind of like a key unlocking the benefits of each cannabinoid.
It's very important for us to have the highest quality possible and help people to find the right product. That's also why we include hybrids, so a customer can really find what they're looking for.
So the first thing that we look at is the why. Is this product actually going to help somebody's life? So if it does, then we move on to looking at the different compounds. You know, is it going to be a topical? Is it going to be a tincture? Are we going to use CBD? Or are we going to get into other cannabinoids like with CBG, for instance, for like things like gut health, or CBN when it comes to things like sleep? Then once we determine that, then we move on to actually making the product. Then once the product is made, then we send it off to third-party lab verification. We get back those results to make sure that all our numbers are correct, and then we send it out to the stores, kind of like beta testing it, and then we release it to all the stores, for all the affiliates, all the licensees to sell.
Well, the main difference between us and anybody else is we are a seed-to-shelf company. Now, I'm sure you heard about farm to table, right? So it's a similar concept. I can literally go ahead and tell you where exactly the plant was grown that comes into a product. We have full chain of custody. We do external testing, internal testing. It's so important for us because it ensures quality.
Hi, my name is Kaylee Basile, and I am the Director of Marketing with Nativeceuticals. I would describe the current market for CBD solutions as high. There is a huge demand for it. We see ourselves as an industry leader within the CBD space. What's really cool about the CBD industry and why it's so great to be a part of it is because it was projected to reach 620 million in 2018. It actually hit that. And it is now projected to reach nearly 24 billion by 2023. And that is a compound annual growth rate of 107%, and that's unheard of. With any industry, there's of course challenges. One biggest thing for us is educating our customers. A lot of companies, they go out there, they sell their products, people flock to it, they see which CBD works. We are really huge on educating our customers, and that is one barrier that we always overcome. We actually started a program called Cannabinoid Academy to help overcome the education issue within CBD, to help people understand not only how CBD works, but how their endocannabinoid system works within their body and how these products can really help them.
Yeah, our overall vision actually is about the 3 hardest words in the English language. I need help. So we want to make sure that people that have issues, they are not alone. That we have holistic approaches that can help them. Now, we understand that with a lot of trust these people put in our company, and we're taking this responsibility very seriously.
Well, it started really as a personal journey for me. You know, in my life, I suffered so much anxiety as a child and insomnia. I turned to, traditional medicines, going to doctors, get prescriptions. And after a while, I just ran into a wall. It just wasn't working anymore, and I became desperate. Not only that, all the bad side effects I was getting. I was on sleep medications, strong sleep medications for over 10 years. And I'll tell you, I have never slept better, and consistently, to me, it was a life change.
In regards to our partners, we really want to have one goal: put them in a position to succeed. We have a strong B2B concept. We even allow vertical integration. By that I mean somebody has a yoga studio or a mental health concept. They can integrate our concept into that concept and even create more income for themselves. So it's all about making sure our partners who put their heart and soul in it and money, that they have all our support.
It's all about that grassroots efforts and really connecting with people. I think in today's world, connection is everything. Humanizing things are everything. People see ads all day, every day. We're really about the whole educational piece and making sure that people understand their endocannabinoid system and how they can flourish on our CBD products.
I got a call from the customer, and he said, I want to thank you, Adeline, because I feel you gave me my parents. I'm gonna start crying. You gave me my parents back. And that to me is the life purpose and journey, and is one of the rewards of how amazing this product, Nativeceuticals products, is.
We could take shortcuts. We could use ingredients that are inferior. We could use even unhealthy ingredients, but then we would betray our customers' trust. And we never sacrifice our integrity. And I've been very lucky to work with a group of people that are on the same page, outstanding people who really believe in that common goal.
Thanks for watching Nativeceuticals on Trending Today. Visit us online at nativeceuticals.com with the promo code Trending Today for 15% off your purchase plus free shipping.
Thank you for watching this episode, and join us next time as we explore what's trending today.